a shit, man.
Oh, fucking Hailey Bieber.
Dude, Selena Gomez is a babe now. I used to not think she was a babe.
You like her fat?
Yeah.
I do, bro.
You do?
A lot more. She's always looked too much like a little girl to me.
Really?
Even as she got older, she looks like a little, like a baby face. Now that she looks chubby, that's my shit.
Well, I know she's got some heavies now.
That's what we were talking about, man.
So that's her medicine?
I'm really happy for her.
It's the
she
lupus
didn't have
medicine.
those,
It's
right?
the lupus medicine, yeah.
Oh, she's got lupus?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's weird though, dude, because
So
like
that gave her titties or made her gain weight?
gain weight. It's probably like the steroid that she probably takes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, good for her, man.
Yeah, because I was told, because I didn't know about that. I was like Jonathan, and they said, yeah, her medicine gave her them titties. Because I sent it to Chris, and Chris was like, yeah, the medicine gave her them titties.
Yeah. The titties are
Because
fantastic.
I never followed her. I didn't know if she had big tits or not. And I was like, damn, look at those hangers.
Yeah, there's a medicine called prednisone that it's a steroid.
They got prep me in the zone.
Boo.
I'm definitely in my zone.
Boo.
Bars. Yeah, she... Have you been keeping up with that shit? You haven't?
I just know there's...
have
Andrea
you?
tells me, yeah.
Dude,
so
it
we
is
have heard.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
What's going on? You want to talk about it on the
Oh,
podcast?
no, we'll talk
okay.
about it now.
He
So,
loves that bullshit on his podcast.
You don't want nobody to know he's into this shit.
dude, she has... So there was a love triangle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he kept going back and forth between them, right? Bieber and Selena.
Mm-hmm.
But Twitter, I guess, or TikTok found, like, the super fans went and found all kinds of shit, bro.
Bro, people will figure
So
it
when
out.
he was fucking with Selena, like Selena only, she's in the background of all the shit of the red carpet events.
Who is?
Hailey Bieber.
Hailey Bieber.
While he's with Selena?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like just in the background, just chilling, like. But it's weird.
Lingering?
It's a complete single white female,
Yeah.
like a real life single white female. Bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went on Ellen, and Ellen won the host. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Kelly Clarkson.
Something like yeah.
And he fucking was putting two to it because they were like, "How did you meet?" But she was, asking dumb shit, and you can tell like he's fucking figuring it out. And he was like, "Man, I was in an arranged marriage,
Really?
for real, bro."
What?
And then on his wedding day, his wedding pictures, he has a picture where he's hugging his wife, right? And he's doing this. Just doing that. And you're like, what the fuck is that? Dude, he has Selena tattooed right here. So he was...
What?
And TikTok is figuring out that they're talking to each other in their music. Selena and Justin.
Really?
Yeah,
Now
dude.
I want to...
Dude.
Did you see that shit about the cooking show?
Yeah.
So-
Same shit.
Yeah, so Selena has a cooking show that she does, right? And so she was cooking. She said something like, it wasn't like a catchphrase. It was just like, watch how I drain the noodles. Something like that, right? It was just part of the
Yeah.
show. Well, Hailey Bieber has a cooking show also, and she had her
copies it,
mom on
right?
her, and she said the exact same shit.
Okay,
she
I've
did.
seen that.
Same intro.
I've seen that.
Same thing. Like...
That's getting...
Yeah.
So Selena has like a G or a J.
So, I don't know.
I think it's a G for somebody in her family. A tattoo right here.
Guillermo.
It's for someone that died in her family. What's her name? Oh, Hailey has the same tattoo right there.
And were they friends? They were friends, right? No?
They were never.
They were like in the
Okay.
same circles, maybe? No, not even.
I don't know. I
just
know
there's
that they were
beef
never friends.
between like Kylie Jenner, right? Or
Yeah,
like they're all
because
kind
they're
of taking
best friends.
sides and shit.
Haley
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kylie are best friends.
Damn,
and then Taylor Swift did.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about pop culture shit
When it comes to that
like,
stuff, yeah.
Nothing. But there was
This
so many
goes past-
coincidences, bro.
Yeah.
This shit
That I
goes
was just
past pop culture.
like, I
dude.
was just like, what the?
Well, because it's got my
fuck?
attention now. Now I'm gonna go and
If
gonna go and find
if
me some
Hailey
Reddit
Bieber gets
threads.
lupus, you know that it's in there. I contacted lupus.
But
Let me
yeah,
take a piss before we start. Real quick.
TikTok figured out. No, I'm good. That they're talking to each other in their music, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, people on fucking social media, they ain't got nothing better to do, bro. There's people sitting around at home chilling. They'll figure it out, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like that, Don't Fuck With Cats. Did you ever watch that documentary?
Don't fuck with who?
Bro, Don't Fuck With Cats
Oh yeah.
on Netflix. Just people at
That
home
dude was
figured it all out.
killed a cat, and then
He
yeah.
was torturing a cat on, like, I don't know, some
Yeah,
some video.
I did see that movie, that documentary.
And people just chilling figured it out.
Dude, yeah. It's like I said, man. Everything is like so coincidental that it got my interest, and then it just kept pouring on, and I was like,
yeah, I didn't know any of that stuff.
Fuck.
Dude. That's interesting.
And then to see him go on the Ellen show, and then he put it together, and he was like, oh,
live
shit,
on air,
I was in an arranged marriage.
That's crazy,
dude. It's hot as fuck in that bathroom. If somebody takes a shit in there, it's gonna fucking
sweaty.
melt the paint off the walls.
It's gonna smell so good. It's gonna smell so good. I would hope that it falls while I record this. That's good content right there.
Yeah. So the only thing failing about this show is the signs being up. Damn, he made it crooked again.
Screw off. That's just gonna drive me nuts. That little piece dangling there.
Have y'all gone to get y'all's nails done?
Have you been here at night when they're doing it? Are they still doing it? I wonder if they booted them out.
No, I'm.
We've been here kind of late. Like that. We were here.
I was here one time and they were telling Jonathan I was pulling in and the girl was at the door, right? She didn't know the code. So I got off. I said, "Do you need to get in?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I said, "Need to see some ID first." And she's like, she's got me all. She gave me like dirty look. I was like, "All right,
Fuck you, bitch.
fuck you. Go around, wait for somebody else.
right.
I ain't the one, bitch.
Call your friends."
Call an Uber whore.
Now yeah,
Four.
I can't wait to finish up recording so I can go dig into the Selena Gomez
Dude.
cheese, man.
Yeah.
That shit's interesting.
It is.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
John Eric. Media.
Okay, here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez Show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez Show.
Coming on, yeah! Had to do some Blues Traveler shit. I got half of the John Eric Media in the fucking studio, man. What's
here.
up, man?
We
Got
do
the
this. What's
Pundejos
up,
in the
dog?
studio.
What's going on?
I kind of like here recently. It's been good. Don't get me wrong. My guests have been good, but I kind of wanted to take it back to some fuck shit, some fuckhead,
Right, guys.
some
Put out
fuckhead type
the
shit.
fucko signal.
What would the fucko signal be?
I don't know. Spread your cheeks. You should have moved me earlier, yo.
Once again, I got the Pundejos here, man. So what's going on, guys?
What up? What up?
So
What up?
fucking brand new studio arrangement.
Set up. Yeah,
I'm
hell
feeling
yeah,
kinda
man.
fancy, bro.
Yeah,
Feeling a little
I
fancy.
do
We're
too, man.
trying.
I mean, it feels
It's comfortable, right?
it feels upgraded,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
agree.
hell yeah.
Even though your sign fell a while ago.
It's all
all
right.
good.
It's all right.
If it falls, JP put that energy out there. He goes, I hope it falls.
Yeah, but you put the Velcro on it.
Hey, fuck nails, man. We do Velcro around here.
You put the anaconda squeeze on it.
Hey, well, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck
thank you
yeah,
for
man.
having us again.
So I guess almost didn't happen today either. Fucking 90-mile-an-hour winds and
God
shit.
dang, dude. It came out of nowhere, too.
It's fucking-
It was fine earlier this morning.
And they're talking about Sunday is gonna be snow.
That's what I heard.
So
That's-
stupid.
I hate our weather, dude.
I remember
yeah.
Informer, snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, do you know the real words to that?
Boom, boom, down.
Yeah,
Stab
he just
somebody
said the
down
real
lane.
words.
Is that what? Yeah, I just spit them bars.
I don't think I Googled it.
I lick it, boom, boom, down.
It's something
But he said some
his
shit
hair.
like Detective man said Daddy Snow stabbed someone down the lane. I lick your boom boom down.
Oh, it's English.
Walk
This whole
on.
fucking time, I
Yeah.
thought it was like French or something.
Nah,
Don't ever look me in the eye while you say lick
Like
my
that
boom, boom down.
I did. Lick your boom boom
Straight
down.
down.
That's some dirty talk.
Oh, Cupid
Hey,
shuffle
girl,
over here.
Drop them showing as I'm about to lick your boom boom down.
Oh, shit.
That's the word. I don't know where I found that shit.
What did
but,
you say that again? Say
Detective man said Daddy Snow stabbed someone down the lane. I lick your boom boom down.
Detective man.
Say it here. You got it.
Detective man said he found the snow down the lane. I lick a boom boom down.
What was
He's
that?
going like this too when he's doing it.
What was the name of that song with that little baby, that little kid singing that Gio Ju Atre baby? You remember that song?
Yes. But it was some French shit,
It
right?
was French,
It's
yeah.
some French shit.
That's why I thought Informer
Fuck,
shit
yeah.
was French
Nah,
too.
that's fucking.
Yeah, you remember when Jim Carrey did it on Living Color?
Uh-huh.
That shit was fucking hilarious. You don't remember that, JP? When they did
which
the
one?
snow,
Oh,
he made fun of
nuh-uh.
snow and dressed up like him.
Ooh, look,
Fucking funny.
Eric's big time on this. He's got to check his watch.
In Living Color that was hilarious that came to mind that I remember is the Wanda on the Love Connection.
Oh,
Dude, I just saw that on TikTok that Tommy Davidson hadn't seen him before he came out around the corner.
Oh, for real?
That was the first time he had seen Jamie
They
Foxx.
purposely
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah. So he's freaking out when he saw him. Dude.
Because David Allen Greer like turns around to laugh all the
Is
time.
that who it is? David Allen Greer or Tommy
Yeah.
Davidson? Or both?
I think it's both, dude. I
Because
think
David Allen Greer was the host,
I think you're
right?
getting both your stories are the same, but it's two
Because
different.
it's David Allen Greer is the host, and then
Okay.
Tommy
He's
Davidson is the contestant.
There you go. That's what it is.
Okay,
I think.
because I thought the one you're talking about is where he's getting a massage by Wanda.
No,
but
it's
that
like when
one
they're
he
doing
pulls
the
his chonis down by accident.
no shit.
Yeah, because they're and he's trying to. He has a towel wrapped around him, and he's trying to get away. Jamie Foxx pulls in, his whole ass crack comes out.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about.
Okay.
It's like the first time that Tommy Davidson saw Jamie Foxx as Wanda, and she walks around the corner, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, because David Allen Greer, you could tell he turns around because he's fucking laughing
Yeah.
his ass off.
Did you ever watch his show, that Chocolate News? It was pretty
Was it on
good.
Comedy
It was
Central
on
or no?
Comedy Central.
Okay.
I think he only did like one season of it,
Yeah,
but
I
it was
think I've
pretty
seen a
good.
couple episodes.
I liked it.
I stopped watching Comedy Central a long time ago when they started turning woke. It's just garbage.
Go woke, go broke, man.
Yeah.
Everything that goes woke goes to shit, dude. So true.
And then for the life of me, I can't understand why they can't get Americans to report on
They
the
got
Daily
Trevor
News.
Noah over there just talking shit about the United States.
And they've been
nonstop.
doing celebrity every day, and I've yet to see an actual American.
as doing the news. I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
I mean, I don't, but whenever I'm flipping the channels, I see that shit.
I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in a while, man. So I don't ever watch anything Comedy Central.
I need cable for sports, bro.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't watch
Yeah.
it. But I just recently switched to DirecTV Stream. Dude, that saves me like almost $200 a month. Bro.
Really?
Damn.
And it's the same shit. It's
It's
just
expensive,
all
bro.
through streaming.
I wish I liked sports that much, man. Like growing up, I was so balls deep into sports. It's funny, man. The other day, so I was on the phone with my boy Derek, right? And he's an Eagles fan. Like, I use it loosely when I say I'm an Eagles fan.
But this guy,
but he's a legit Eagles fan, right? So I'm delivering mail, and this guy comes out to talk. He's also an Eagles fan, and I'm like, man, don't bring up shit about the Eagles. You know, like let's talk about the weather,
first fucking
everything
words.
else. Yeah,
That's that Super Bowl, man.
that's exactly what happened, dude. And so I'm on the phone with my boy Derek. I go, hey, help me. I'm trying to talk to him like, hey, help me out. I don't know what this dude's talking about. And that guy's like, oh, such and such and such and such. I'm like, I just need to stop saying I'm an Eagles fan.
I would have fucked you over if it was me on the other side. But yeah, they scored their 3-pointer and then they shot a
3-pointer?
goal.
They ran the annexation of Puerto Rico.
They hit a home run. Those Eagles.
Did y'all see when Icebox hit the
Hell, you
field?
forgot Icebox.
fuck. Dude, that movie's underrated, man.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
There's a lot of people that either don't know what it is or don't care for it. I think it's fucking badass.
On the Pundejos, though, man, you kind of fucking hit the nail on the head when you were talking about how Al Bundy was like 30-something years old.
Yeah.
So in that movie, he's probably like still in his 30s.
Oh yeah, his early
And he
90s.
fucking looks old as
as
shit,
shit.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I guess his life was hard before.
How hard could it be, man? You're
But
banging
for
Peggy.
for some reason, when he's Al Bundy,
Just saying.
when he's playing Al Bundy, he looks older than he did. Like in that movie, he looked like a grown up, but
But he still looks old.
yeah.
That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he does look old. Like, and we were talking about that too. Like Peggy was in her 30s too, but they portrayed her like some old broad.
Them heavies have always looked good, though. Big
They're
old
fake. You know that,
chichas.
right?
Back then, she had them fake ones.
Yeah.
Shut up.
They
They were
I'm
chicken
serious.
cutlets or what?
Yeah, they would pat him up a little bit.
I'll be damned.
Yep.
Did she ever go nude?
No, not that I know
Stingy,
of.
man. Stingy.
I trust me, I'm
You doing some research?
the new detective
Hey,
over
you know
here.
what I did last night? What was I watching? Oh, dude,
Jerked off.
that show Your Honor.
Besides
have y'all
jerking
seen
off.
Your Honor? I mean, that's a given. I mean,
He's banging his gavel.
I mean, is water wet?
Sustained.
I object.
Overruled.
Have
Overruled.
you seen that show? Your Honor?
No, you were
Nah,
telling me
it's
about
legit,
it.
dude.
It's on Showtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Rosie Perez is on there. No,
Bryan Cranston?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rosie Perez is still kind of hot. Like, she's up there in age, but you could tell she's still pretty.
I thought she still looked pretty good on Pineapple Express.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's on there, and I'm like, you know what? And I was going to send it to you, but it was kind of late, so I got on Reddit, and I go, I know it's got to have that scene from Do the Right Thing with Spike Lee's got the ice and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, it's on there. And I was going to say, I was like, look, man, we were trying our whole life to find this picture of her, and it's just right there. She still looks good, man.
She was in something I saw not that long. Oh, that Harley Quinn movie where it's just Harley Quinn by herself.
Mm-mm.
She's in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Rosie Perez. Is she Puerto Rican or Dominican? Puerto Rican.
What do you think, Billy?
How could you be so stupid?
Stupid.
Screws for
I want to get on Jeopardy.
How did she do it?
I want to be on Jeopardy, Billy.
Dude, how tough were the Stookie brothers, bro?
The who?
The Stookie brothers.
Who's that?
Who the fuck is that?
The dudes that were chasing them the whole time.
Oh,
No, I was like,
I was like, who are these guys?
Like,
Yeah.
goddamn.
Fuck yeah.
Two little scrawny ass motherfuckers. How tough are they? Fuck. Just fight them.
What do you think about them doing the remake of White Man
With
Can't
Jack
Jump?
Harlow?
Yeah.
They're fucking doing the remake.
Yeah. Jack Harlow's playing the
Oh,
Woody Harrelson
damn.
part.
who's playing?
I don't know who it is.
Can- I'll be honest with you. I don't know if this is good or bad. So I'm always the one to tell my wife, man, you don't know shit. Like, you didn't watch shit as a kid. So on HBO, I see House Party, like, up next on the guide or whatever.
Mhm.
And she's like, why are we watching this shit? And I'm like, because a fucking badass movie's about to come on.
It's a classic.
So it starts playing, and none of it looks familiar. And I'm like,
It's the new one.
what the fuck is this? I don't remember this as House Party. Well, obviously it's the new one. Didn't that fucking movie just come out like 3 weeks ago in the
It's
theaters?
barely new, bro.
Well, it's
Yeah,
already on
it's really-
HBO. But anyways, I was like, what the fuck?
Did you
man?
watch it?
Like, nah.
I've
Have you
heard it's
watched
pretty
it?
good. I haven't seen
who's
it yet.
in it? The
Um,
DC Young Fly?
He's in it. I know LeBron James in it. The
Never
two main
mind.
guys, I don't know who they are.
Stan LeBron James.
I've seen
don't know.
highlights of it,
Yeah.
and it's all woke.
Santino's in it.
Andrew Santino.
yeah.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, but I've heard it's funny. I haven't seen it yet. But
I say highlights. I've seen
every
previews of it.
every time I see it on my HBO Max, I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and watch this, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather watch Goodfellas or some other shit that's
You'd rather
The
watch Harley
preview
Quinn.
that I saw,
Yeah.
they were talking to Kid Cudi, and I guess he's Kid Cudi in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And they're asking him how to get an NBA championship ring, and he's telling them you got to go through the Illuminati. And I'm like,
Yeah. What do you think about Kid Cudi now? He used to be one of my favorite rappers,
Me
and
too.
now he's kind of bitch ass.
Me
I don't
too, man.
like
I've
him
never been a
anymore.
fan.
Really?
I mean, he's okay, but like, it's not like I hated him. But
I used to love me some
Like,
Kid
eh.
Cudi.
yeah, that Mojo So Dope album. What
Fuck yeah.
was the name of that
His
album?
first, like Man on the Moon,
Man on the
and
Moon.
then
okay, yeah, that
Mr.
album.
Rager. Like, dude, his first three are
But the
classics
very
to me.
first one was
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Mhm.
And then, like, he just, in my opinion, he fell off.
And I haven't heard anything good about him, dude, from other people. Because like he had a ongoing beef with like Lupe Fiasco, and then I'm
he
trying
fell
to
off
think.
too.
Mm-hmm. But apparently, from what I've read, it's
All
all,
good music
it's,
fell off,
It's,
or
it's
what?
all because Kid Cudi's kind of a bitch ass dude, man.
Oh, really?
From what everybody's making it sound like, yeah.
Wow.
Like everything between like him and Kanye.
When he left and then came back with, like, painted nails and an address on,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, what the
I was about to say
fuck?
I think that's when it started to
Yeah.
downfall.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. He's got good music here and there. He's got some real good shit.
Yeah.
But like he had that badass animated movie on Netflix. It's pretty good. I forgot what it
haven't
was
seen
called,
that.
but it's pretty catchy.
Did y'all fuck with the Kid Cudi Kanye album? I didn't.
There
There
was
was
Ghost. I thought it had some
there
good
was a
songs.
couple of good songs.
I-
on there. But
Not at all.
But even at that point, it was the good songs were because of Kanye. I think.
Yeah.
Who had the best? Because you know how like Kanye dropped like it was like 4 albums, all had 7 tracks, all like back to back to back. Do you remember it was Nas, Kid Cudi, and then he dropped what was his album?
Who?
Ye.
Yeah.
That had like 7 songs on it.
Jesus
and
is
then
King. It only had like 7. Songs
there was
on
a.
it too,
It was
right?
all part of a like a series where he dropped all these albums back to back to back to back.
Tiana Taylor.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
the other one, Tiana Taylor. I was trying to ask.
Hers actually wasn't that bad.
Really?
But I like that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit.
That was
ask you which one was
that
the
was
best
that
one.
video, that dance video, right? That's from that album.
No, that was from Life of Pablo.
Oh,
that was a Kanye
badass.
track?
Yeah, that's a Kanye song.
Oh, I'll be damned.
She was just
That's that song "Faded."
Faded. That's just she was on that video dancing her thong
Boy,
dance
was
up.
she.
banging, dude.
Thong dash up.
She
Hey, do you remember
is
seeing her on
banging.
16 and not 16 and pregnant? It was my Super Sweet 16 on MTV.
Kid Cudi had it.
She was on it. No,
Oh.
Tiana Taylor. She was supposed
Who's
to
her
be.
parents?
I don't know who they are, man. But it's like I think she came from money, bro, because she was on that show, and she was supposed to be signed by Star Trek, by Pharrell and them. That's who she was supposed to be signed, but she was young, obviously 16, and like she had this big ass extravagant 16th birthday party. It was on the show. And I'm like, where's this bitch? I've been watching that shit too. Like, where's this bitch get all this money from? It's crazy.
He's all jealous of a 16-year-old.
No, dude.
I wish.
It would make me sick to see how spoiled some of these 16-year-olds
Oh,
were,
fuck
man.
yeah. That
They wanted to
show,
have a
Yeah.
quinceal.
dude, that
Quinceañero.
show was, yeah, dude, like a quinceal.
Quinceañero.
Quinceañero. Those
Yeah.
are real though, right? People have those?
Yeah.
People have quinceañeros.
What?
Like
Did
guy,
you-
15-year-old birthday?
Have y'all
They're
seen
called
that
quinceañeros.
viral TikTok where that fucking kid is all pissed off at her mom because she got her
That
a Tesla?
Tesla?
I
Dude,
haven't
that
seen
made
that.
me sick, bro.
Yeah, she got her a Tesla and she's like, I don't want this broke ass car, this broke shit. She's like, you knew I wanted a Mercedes and all this shit.
And then she gave her some money on top of that, like $1,200 cash. Gave her that, and she was bitching about it.
Damn. I'm over here trying
And
to
it-
figure out how
it-
to put gas in my regular
No
ass car.
shit, bro. And it was not staged. Like, she was legit talking shit to her mom. I would have whooped the fuck out of her.
I don't.
Ride that bus, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the mom gave in. If I want to say there was a follow-up video to that shows the mom at the Mercedes dealership. I'm telling you,
Trading in a Tesla for
But
a
you
Mercedes.
think about it too, man. Like you've sold cars before. You know how the system works. Like for them to turn around and trade that car back in, they're already upside down right off the bat, right?
A Tesla, they probably get close to what they paid for.
You think
it.
so?
Yeah.
So you guys are legit parents. You know
Legit.
what I mean by that is like, you know, mom and dad still in the household, kids
Yeah.
still live in the household. What do you think the single mom fucked up the whole way society's run?
Explain.
Because that sounds way horrible and ugly, but I'll explain.
I'm gonna have to sit this one out until I figure out where he's going with it.
So the single mom is tired. She's working 2 jobs, you know, doesn't want to hear her kid just be a dick.
Right.
So they just give in to keep them quiet, to just keep them
Just to
happy.
shut 'em up so they can get
and
some
then
rest.
it's years and years of that. And then all of a sudden they're like fucking teenagers about to drive and they just feel entitled because the whole life mom's been giving in to what the fuck they want.
Yeah, but
I
that
never
goes
thought of
back.
it that way.
That goes back to the mom giving in the first place. You whip their ass when they're little, so they don't grow up like that. You know what I mean?
in my opinion, that's what dad's there for, you know?
I struggle with that right now, dude, because my daughter needs an ass whooping.
Yeah, because in my
Yeah,
household, if I wasn't there, I don't know what my son
I'll
would
tell you
be
this.
because mama gives into him quite a bit.
I'd say this. My wife grew up at single parent household. She lived with her mom.
Yeah.
And her mom and dad divorced when she was 4 or 5 years old. She grew up when she turned 15. Her mom made her go get a job, made her pay bills. You know, not everything, but like, hey, put money in on this, help with groceries.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna put gas in your car. You're gonna put insurance in your car. All this kind of stuff. I'll help you get a car, but you're gonna pay for everything. You know what I mean? Now, Andrea grew up great. Now with our kids. With Zach, she does the same thing. Like, okay, Zach, you're gonna put your own gas in. You know, we're gonna help with the insurance or whatever, but you're putting your gas in. If you want to eat out, you're gonna eat with your own money. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it just depends on the mom. You know,
Because, I mean, you take my household, my mom gave in to me a lot behind my dad's back. And if my dad found out about half the shit that my mom hooked me up with, he'd have fucking
Well, you said it that one
lost
time
his
she paid off your your Buckle credit cards.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But there was one time where I got a curfew ticket. Because what was curfew? 18, right? 18 years old for
think
curfew?
so,
yeah.
And I think I was, you know, you're 16, you're out fucking around.
Right.
And I got busted being out at like 1 a.m. and I got a curfew ticket. And she was like, dude, like, I'll pay this, but you better not let your dad find out about this ticket because that's your ass. And we never let him find out.
Dude, I had so many tickets, man, in high school. My mom would do the same thing, kind of cover up for me because we would all park up. You know, at Lubbock High, the east entrance, that it's not there anymore, but it used to be there where we like the cafeteria was right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was like that little spot for like cars dropping off their kids, whatever. So it was like maybe a 30-minute parking. Well, we would all park there. And so like we would get people during passing periods, they would mark your tires.
Oh, yeah. And I'd
go move my car or go and wipe off
I'd go wipe
that
the
chalk
fucking tire. Yeah.
So we would do that all the time, but it didn't always work, man. And so I had, dude, I'm not even joking, over 100
It was the tickets with the green,
with that green
envelope
thing. Yeah,
with
so I had
ticket in
dang,
bro,
like that, dude.
fuck.
And I finally where I wouldn't pay him. I'm like, I'll pay him when I pay him or whatever. And I remember the thing. I want to say I had like a warrant or something for unpaid
they
tickets.
stack up. Yeah.
And my mom found out about it. And
They'll come get your ass at school too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, dude, I guess because she knew my dad would kick my ass. And so she's like, let's go get this taken care of. But, dude, not just once or twice. That happened 2 or 3 different times, man.
Damn, bro.
Where I wouldn't.
But see, that goes back to my original theory is dad's there to make that line straight,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And people are veering off and he'll put you back in straight line.
You know, there's something when I was a kid or in high school or whatever, there were certain things that my mom that if I did, she would hide from my dad, but then there's other things like she was like, you're on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
let my dad handle it, but it kind of depended on what it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my mom always bailed me out if I asked her.
Yeah.
Dude, I think about it now as a parent, and I was like, man, I must have thought my parents were stupid, dude, because the lies I would tell them and expect them to believe it.
They just didn't give a shit.
Dude, I remember my dad watches your show sometimes, man, and so he probably already knows the truth. But Dad, if you're listening, Dad, this is really what happened to that dent in the back of the truck. And he knows, man. So I came home one day and we had a keg in the back of my truck, and me just being an idiot, I'm driving. I slam on the brakes. Don't have the keg tied in. The keg goes, and it slides into the back of the bed of my truck. So there's a big old dent, like in the inside of the bed of the
it
truck.
Didn't even shatter the window.
I know, man. And I'm like, and it's a fairly new truck at the time, dude. And my dad's super observant. Like he pays attention to everything.
He don't miss shit.
And he goes, "What happened in the back of your truck?" And I go, "I don't know. I don't know what it is." He goes, "It looks like a keg hit it." Like, oh, how did you know? Like, in my head, like, of all things, you knew right off the bat.
Because when I was your age, that happened to me.
What if I had a big rock or something in the back?
But I mean, and he nailed it. Like, the first guess, he goes, "It looks like a keg slid and hit it." I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. And I just denied it, dude. So I was blue in the face, man. And now I just kept on, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Of course it was a keg. What else could it be, you know? And I just played it dumb because I was underage, dude. I wasn't of age to be having a keg in my truck or nothing like that. And
we were tailgating, and we needed 2 grills, 2 smokers. So Eric took his brother Omar's smoker to the tailgate, right? He gets all fucked, like normal. We get all fucked up. He leaves. Well, he does the same shit, hauls ass from the parking lot. Well, the fucking smoker just rolls off the back of the truck, right? Dude, he fucked up that grill. Like the lid don't shut right. It's all crooked. So he fucking takes it home, and then we're barbecuing, and Omar's like, "What the fuck happened to my grill?" And Eric's like, "What are you talking about?" Like
he's like,
this is how it was.
I don't know what to tell you.
And then Omar's like, "Man, how did my grill get fucked up?" And no one ever told him. And I think he still doesn't ever know
until he watches this episode.
That smoker rolled off the back of his truck.
The door didn't close. It kind of defeats the purpose of it being a smoker, right?
Oh, dude, they still use that motherfucker till it died.
They'll figure it out. Dude, and another time, man, it was when I had a little black Eclipse, man, and I mean, I'm sorry to admit this, but I'd been out drinking and driving one night, you know, out there partying, and I had a pocket full of Heineken bottle caps where I don't even know why the hell I was drinking Heineken. You know, it's not even something I normally drink. But I think it's because I would see like Method Man drinking Heineken and stuff. You know,
douche.
You know what I mean?
I can't lie. I did the same shit. I did.
Yeah.
I did
Both
try to like Heineken because I saw it like on like rap videos.
That's
and
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I didn't like beer. Period.
I don't like Heineken at all.
Well, because there's a song on Bobby Digital where Method Man says, "Drink a Heineken as I get inside the mine again." And so I'm like, I'm gonna drink Heineken. But anyway, I had a pocket full of Heineken bottle caps, man, where I'd been drinking all night, and I get home and I throw them all in my little ashtray. So my dad, being the good dad he is, he's poking around my car, making sure there's no shenanigans around. And he comes out and he just throws all those bottle caps and goes, "What's this shit?" I go, "I don't know." He goes, like, I'm just playing dumb. He goes, "Were you drinking?" I was like, No. I said, "Oh, you know what? Stupidest lie ever." I go, "No, you know what happened was," I was like, "I picked up Little Mike." I was blaming on Little Mike.
Yeah, poor Mike.
I was like, Little Mike had been drinking all night. He needed a ride home.
He's the bad influence.
Bus, Mike.
Yeah, he's the
Right
good
there,
influence. No wonder,
Truth dad, if you're
no wonder he's
listening.
the black sheep.
So I was like, "No, he needed a ride home." So I went and picked him up, and he wanted to give me some gas money. I was like, No, it's okay. He reached inside his pocket and threw a bunch of change and stuff in my ashtray, and I guess it was just those bottle caps. Like, the stupidest lie ever, but I think about it now, I'm like, I know my dad didn't buy that. You know,
You know what?
A lot
That's a pretty good lie to come up
Not
with on
too
the
bad?
spot. I've been like, all right, I'll let it
Maybe.
slide.
I would have
I'll
just
let it
said
slide.
I would collect them.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice and easy lie, but I got extravagant.
And
with
what
it,
are
bro.
these? I collect them.
And you don't have to throw your cousin under the bus either.
Actually, it's him doing the responsible thing, calling
Yeah.
for a ride.
Did y'all
Yeah.
ever play that game where you threw the bottle cap closest to the wall?
Yeah, I was never good at that shit.
No.
I could never get the
Well, you thump it like
Yeah.
that, or like you
You
swing it?
like snap
yeah,
it
you, like,
to the
flick it,
wall.
yeah. I could never get the
I remember doing
flick.
that with quarters. Like I would shoot them at people and hit them real hard.
Yeah, I
Play
could
some-
never get the snap down.
Really?
Yeah.
Did y'all ever play wall ball?
Yeah,
Wall
oh
ball.
yeah.
Bro, wall ball was
Every
fun.
day
We
after
would play at
football
Cabazos
practice,
before
yeah.
before school started, because like at Cabazos, there's that big
That
wall.
big ass kitchen. Where the cafeteria hallway was.
Yes.
Yeah.
We would play it all the time, dude. And it was cool because all the Northsiders, all the Crips, all the nerds.
They brought everybody together.
would just
Yeah.
play together,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it was
And then you
fun,
hit
man.
the Northsiders with the ball and they get all
No, what the cool thing about it is they like myself, Donnie Flams, a lot of it, Ricky Floyd, we played baseball our entire life.
Yeah.
We could throw the shit out of the ball, dude.
Yeah.
And so it was like time to get payback. Dude.
Yeah.
We were pegging the shit out of them Northsiders, dude. We could just airing it out,
It was
hitting them.
badass.
I went to Venice Beach very first time ever, and I was like so in love with the whole culture there. And then I was like, I have to go to Muscle Beach, right?
Mhm.
So I go check out Muscle Beach. Well, on the way to walking to Muscle Beach, they have the handball courts out there. And it's some serious fucking shit, bro. Like, I had no idea that type of shit was...
Because
You know, I thought it was like a
prison
kid thing.
I remember seeing it all the time, like on prison movies.
Yeah.
They'd be playing like
like
handball.
what is it?
American Me.
American Me. Yeah.
They'd be playing handball. How do you even, is it similar to wall ball?
I don't know. I was just so like fucking in awe of them, like being badass at that sport.
I think
kinda-
the wall ball is like racquetball. Like you don't peg people with the ball like in wall ball, but
There's like peg me.
Well, what's wall ball? Like for real?
So wall
you
ball
threw it
is-
at the wall, and then someone had to catch it, right?
I think,
Or you
if-
had to
if
hit
you
it back
caught
at the wall.
Dude, now I'm kind of curious on how you play.
because they would
wall ball.
slap it back. You slap
Because
it
I
You
back.
just throw it,
I thought you
You-
throw it
you
at the
throw
wall,
it, but
and
then
then
you-
someone else had to catch it.
and if you dropped
And
it,
then if
you
you
got to run
didn't
and touch
catch
the
it,
wall.
that's when you like they had to haul ass to the wall and you
That's-
grab the ball and peg them.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
how.
Right?
That was
That's-
wall ball.
that was
That's
wall
wall ball, but handball.
Handball's the
you
racquetball.
slap it back. Yeah, but you use your hand.
Yeah.
like racquetball.
Like
yeah.
racquetball.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because we played wall ball.
Yeah,
Wall
that's
ball.
what we played.
Yeah.
Because I remember like if somebody, like you said, if they tried to catch it and they didn't, they dropped it.
Yeah.
You'd have to run as fast.
Did y'all play
as you
with the
could.
tennis ball?
With the tennis ball or
Okay.
those little racket
No,
balls?
we
Yeah,
played
the
with a
racquetball.
racquetball.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
played with the tennis. We would get the tennis balls from the tennis courts that they hit over the fence
Uh-huh.
and just use them.
Because you had like you thought you could chunk the fuck out of it to make sure that they weren't going to catch it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, one time we were playing wall ball and I saw the coolest shit I've ever seen before. So we were playing and everybody's just whatever. This one guy gets the ball and fucking just hauls off and throws it, and it goes whoop, right into the pipe, one of the fucking drainage pipes that are
Like
coming
for $1
down.
million, you'd
just
never be able to do that shot again.
straight in there. I mean, no, like around the edge, just straight. I was like, God.
All the toilets start
Everybody was
overflowing.
like, what?
Everything
the
just
fuck?
falls
Yeah.
apart. It's chaos.
Everybody lost their mind, dude.
Sorry, Agent Puga, but we were playing wall ball at the boys club outside against the wall, against the brick. I always bring this story up at least once a year, and he's like, fucker. And he's running to get the ball, and as he's like reaching out to catch the ball, he fucking goes head first into a tree, bro.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
boom. And we were all like laughing but concerned because he fucking hit it hard, and then he fucking just got pissed off and just walked away because he was gonna fight one of us.
Hey, y'all call him Adrian Puga?
Dude,
So
that's
this is my one time a year of bringing it up again.
Badass, dude. That's but if you think about that, anytime shit happens to somebody that you're cool with or whatever, it's the funniest shit. But if it happens to you, fuck, dude, it's fucking sucks.
And you don't understand that it's funny. You know what I mean?
after the fact.
Yeah.
But you ever fallen so hard you knock all your air out? Like I remember, like in being like climbing trees. Like this is the weirdest thing to do as a kid. Climbing trees. Like what do you get out of climbing a tree?
I love climbing trees.
Me too, dude. We would climb trees all. And I remember
shit.
falling one time and I landed on my back, and I just like thought I was gonna die.
All the air,
knocked all the air out of my body.
I've never had that happen, but I've seen it happen right in front of me. We were in Dick Bivens Stadium. We were playing some Amarillo High School, and no, we were in Canyon, where West Texas A&M plays. We were there, and I think we're playing Randall. Anthony Nichols is a fullback, and he has the ball, and he's hauling ass down the sideline right in front of me, and they hit the fuck out of him. And I thought he was gonna die, dude, because like it's like you said, like he's like trying to catch his or
It's
get
the worst.
air in his lungs, and
Yeah.
he can't, and then it's just the worst fucking sound. I was like, holy, like fucking deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to do, and then eventually, like he caught his breath, but I was like, oh shit,
So weird when that happened.
Yeah,
dude.
I did that shit to my brother. We would wrestle, when we were kids. Friday nights, Blockbuster Video ran a wrestling tape or whatever, and dude, we watched that shit over and over all Friday night, like until 3 or 4 in the morning, right? And in the living room, I had this. It was kind of like a little couch, like a kind of like a beanbag, but it was made out of foam and it had just cloth on it. But it would fold out into like a bed, or you could fold it into a little couch. Anyways, we would do that to wrestle on. So,
I know what you're talking.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I went up. I was on top of the armrest on the couch, and I would jump. We would jump on our wrestling buddies. Well, this time it was me and my brother. So I jumped, and he's supposed to move, and he doesn't move, and so he rolled over onto his stomach instead of just out of the way. So my knee goes right into his back.
Oh,
and he's like, ugh, and it's just like squishing a cockroach, right?
Yeah.
Right into his back. My other knee hits the floor because I missed the couch, so I hit right on the. I mean, it's just a little thin carpet, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I thought I blew my knee out, so I'm laying there fucking almost crying. My brother can't catch his breath.
Can't catch his breath.
It's like 2 a.m. My dad comes in and kicks both of our asses.
Y'all got 3 ass.
Go to bed.
Hey, I gotta ask both of y'all questions. Y'all are into wrestling, right? Mm-hmm. So the other day, Brooklyn and I were just kind of messing around wrestling and stuff, and she was laying on her back, and I went up to her and I go, and I was gonna throw the elbow at her, right? And Jennifer's like, why do you keep tapping your elbow? And I was like, I don't know. I just always saw wrestlers tap their elbow before they drop an elbow on.
I never saw a wrestler do that. I don't know
never
where it
seen
came
that?
from. I mean, I know what you're talking
okay.
about because people in
Because it's a thing, right? You ever see somebody they're gonna throw an elbow? They tap their elbow.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and
Where'd it come from?
I'm like Eric. I don't remember.
I have no
ever
idea.
seeing a wrestler do that.
No, because the main wrestlers that like did elbow drops, I don't remember them
They never
doing that shit.
wonder
But like
what
on
that
cartoons or like TV shows or something, I always remember people doing that shit.
Yeah, and
I have no idea
and
where it came
Jennifer's
from.
like, why do you keep tapping your elbow? I go, I don't know. That's just how I've always seen it.
Don't
Or like-
ask me questions.
Or
Shit.
like, when you're fooling around with your cousins,
You don't understand.
you put them in a Boston crab, then you turn around and you throw the elbow, you tap it and drop it. Dude, I saw a dude in I want to say
nerd. You wouldn't do a Boston crab and then an elbow drop. What kind of stupid shit is that?
what kind of tactics is that?
Bringing up wrestling and
Those are shitty moves, though.
Yeah,
you remember Vader,
yeah.
Yeah.
the
He's
Vader
one of my
bomb?
favorites, yeah.
Okay, me.
What was that move?
Where he jumps off the top rope and
Yeah, he'd be like
kind of belly flops on you.
like facing, holding the ropes, and then he'd like throw his legs out and like splash you from
Okay.
the second ropes.
So we're jumping on the trampoline at the team meeting, bro. And the team meeting was usually like on the night before the football game, and basically the whoever's parents' house was hosting it, they would feed you, and then you would talk about the game. But it was no coaches, nothing. It was just a team meeting. We went to some rich ass house. Lubbock is known for sprinkled of rich fuckers
There's some rich
in
folks
our
in there.
in our yeah. So we went to
That old money.
I don't even remember, but
Yeah.
there was a fucking like a huge ass trampoline in the backyard. So me and Jacob go fucking around on that trampoline. So I was like, hey, let me Vader bomb you. And he's like, all right. So I fucking jump and I Vader bomb him. Well, when I come down, we hear a rip.
Oh, shit.
So we were like, let's get the fuck off.
Y'all ripped the trampoline, dude. Blame it on somebody else.
So then, like 5 minutes later, people are jumping on the trampoline, right? Well, fucking Nick Burge falls through.
Oh, shit.
And like falls on his head, bro.
Oh, damn.
And he's concussed. Like he can't even play the next day.
Yeah.
And we were like, damn, what happened? What the
Like,
fuck?
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Damn.
You got a lawsuit on your hands. You got a lawsuit.
Hey, I would sue
If
him,
I
bro.
was,
I wouldn't let that slide.
have you ever been hurt on a trampoline? Have you ever been hurt?
No.
Yeah, I've gotten racked on a trampoline where our boy Nick Esqueda had a trampoline, and it was like we'd always go to his house after school, whatever, hang out. Well, that dude, he probably weighs 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
He'd jump off his roof onto the trampoline and do all kinds of flips. And me thinking I could do the same thing, I tried doing a flip and I landed between my legs went through the spring.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought my nuts were like stuck in the springs, dude, because I did not want to
that
move. It hurt
sucks.
so bad. That's the only time I've ever really gotten hurt.
I did one time, and I had been practicing forever, dude, trying to do a backflip. I could always do a front flip, no problem, but the backflip, I just could never get it done. And then one day, I don't know, like everybody was at our house for like Easter or some shit like that, right? Or Mother's Day, something like that. And everybody was there. And so we were jumping in. I had an aunt that like, she's like my favorite aunt. So I'm like, hey, look at me. Check this out. Look what I can do.
Me.
Yeah, look what I can do. And so I do a backflip. But when I jump, I don't go backwards. Like I went up and straight down. So when I came down, I like my knees buckled. And so
shit.
I went like this, and I fell face forward off the trampoline.
You start doing the caterpillar, try to play it off.
I was like, poop, like fucking America's
like, "That's a
Funniest
cool trick,
Videos.
mijo."
Kind of
Hey,
shit.
stupid.
And she was like, well, do it again. I didn't see.
That's a cool
Dude,
trick, mijo.
But it was
I
one
don't
of those times like where you get hurt and you pop up like, I'm cool, and you're like, you're in shock and you're not hurt.
You feel it in an hour.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
Yep.
fuck,
That's
yeah.
the worst, dude.
Side note, so you remember the Man Show?
Yeah.
Girls jumping on trampolines?
Yeah.
Was,
Drinking
I would
Jaeger?
like to think that we
Or not
orchestrated
Jaeger,
that
Ziegenbock.
shit
Ziegenbock.
beforehand. Because you said Nick Esqueda had that fucking trampoline. Well, him and Adrian always had the hot chicks over there. So we'd fucking just be watching them jumping on a trampoline.
Yeah, I bet y'all can't
And
do
then-
100 jumps in a row.
And then I would take out the fucking water hose and just be trying to water
God
them.
damn.
Yeah, dude, I'd be a fucking dick.
Fucking January.
And we're
He's like,
all,
go ahead and take your bras off. You're more aerodynamic.
Bro, all of us would be all googly eyed and shit, just fucking watching these chicks
Tight
jumping on the
moves, very tight
trampoline, bro.
Take your clothes off, you're going to catch cold.
Do you remember the trampoline in the boys' club?
Mm-mm. Huh.
You don't
See,
remember?
I never really went to the boys' club.
okay.
I always went to the.
Yeah, you did.
No,
Liar.
hey,
Liar.
no, I
To the
always
other
went
boys'
to
club.
the one at Guadalupe.
The men's club.
Oh, yeah.
The one I call the Guadalupe Economic Center.
The economic center.
The
there was
community center. I would go to that
in the
one.
boys' club for the longest time. I remember in elementary they had the fucking a trampoline in there.
Really?
Yeah, off to the side of the basketball court.
We have one, and it sits there, dude. It's all it is a headache. Every time the wind blows like it does today, I'm poking out.
I heard
make
it's
sure still there.
awesome. Like I heard it's awesome to sleep on.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They're cool.
Yeah.
I might have to try that in the summer. Well, see, mosquitoes ruin everything, dude. You can't even. Anytime you see stuff on like movies, how like it's badass to be hanging out outside and cooking out.
So sleep on it tonight.
Me and my wife had to.
It's all good, bro.
Me and my wife slept on one, and then we had to clean it the next day before the kids get in it.
Ew.
I'm telling you, it's good.
It was
man.
easy on the knees.
Put a hurting on the screen.
Yeah. I don't have to do any work. Just
It was like fucking in the water.
boing, I move. I just lay there, not have to do shit. Even if I got on top, I
Your
just
legs
do
aren't
the,
hurting in the
do
morning.
the caterpillar one time, and that's it.
What was that wrestler that did that
Scotty
worm?
Too Hotty.
Scotty
Oh,
Too
Scotty
Hotty.
Too
Look at
Hotty.
the big brain on Ramos.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
he would have
Hell
to
yeah.
go
Remember he
do
had
that
that little
fucking
stupid
worm.
hat, the stupid hat with his hair that was
Yeah,
on
it
the
would
top?
stick out the top. That's bad.
I don't even know how the hell that. I knew that reference, man, but I knew it.
I don't either.
I
That's
don't even
why
watch
I couldn't even spit it out before you got to it.
Who was his
Pause.
tag team partner?
I only know about Scotty Too Hotty. bro.
Grandmaster 6A.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That was his name?
It was Jerry Lawler's son.
That was his son?
Yeah, Brian Christopher.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, that's his real life son.
Eric's like, shit. Don't ask me no wrestling
You
questions.
want to go toe to toe?
Not at all, bro. I know as much about wrestling as I do about the Philadelphia Eagles, bro.
Hey, help me.
help me.
Shit.
So
I'm a fraud.
So now that y'all fuckers are here, man, I think my wife kind of shit the bed with this question, but I wanted to ask you fuckers.
Okay.
Did y'all daydream about snacks in school?
I did.
Dude, I do that.
I did, bro.
I do that at work now. Daydream when I got home.
But when you were a kid, like
yeah.
I do that right now.
You know what it was? Is like I would take something for lunch. Like if my mom packed me like a Star Crunch or something like that, I'm like, fuck, man. But I wish I had the fucking Santa Claus cakes or something. Zebra cake. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I would think about that shit all the time. Or if I had one, I'd want another one.
Because we grew up, like, we weren't poor, but we were kind of like middle class.
Yeah.
We didn't get all the extra stuff. We like every now and then we would get like the fruit roll-ups or the fruit snacks, the like you said, the Star Crunch, all those.
Yeah.
So I would only get to take one for lunch, like you said. Just for lunch, if I took my lunch, I get one, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to get home and beat my sister there, because I'm gonna sneak one. Like I'm gonna get me an extra Star Crunch. I would daydream about snacks all the time. The Dunkaroos.
Yeah, I would daydream like about. My mom would buy the kid cuisines sometimes.
The kid cuisines, I
That
remember
shit's
those.
legit, dude. But I eat it in one like.
Could you imagine the crap they used to feed us back then? The kid cuisines.
I guess I'm tripping because I don't remember taking snacks to school.
No, I did when I took my lunch.
No, because I always ate at the school lunch.
I see.
So that's why I was always fucking daydreaming about them fucking snacks.
I think I had mentioned it on the very, very first time I was on your show. It was like one of my favorite memories is how I remember my grandpa would go to like to Albertsons, the one where it's the gym now. So he would get like the food that was out of date, but it wasn't spoiled yet, but they couldn't sell it.
They just couldn't sell it.
And so he would pick up all that stuff and take it to the real Guadalupe Economic Center, the real one. And he would keep some of the good stuff like for his grandkids. And so I remember that's the only time I got like the good cereals, the Fruity Pebbles, the Cocoa Puffs, or like the good snacks. And so I remember could not wait to get out of school because I was younger than my sister and my cousins that would go over first. And I would haul ass to my grandparents' house, and I would get like the first, like the EL fudge cookies. You remember those?
Oh, dude. You know which cookies are my favorite? They were the EL fudge are not. They're like chocolate on one side, and then they had the stripes. The fudge stripes. Those are my favorite fucking cookies.
Those suck because those were only seasonal back then because they couldn't sell it in the summer months because they got melted.
Well, you know what?
I don't know if they still do that now.
I'll tell you what though. We had them year round because my grandma got them at like the dollar.
The daycare?
Yeah, my other grandma got them at like the Dollar Generals. Like they were the off-brand.
Oh, really?
Yes, they always had the off-brands.
Because I remember during the summer months they couldn't. They didn't sell them because they would melt. Yeah.
Those and the animal crackers. We always had animal crackers. I got sick of those motherfuckers.
Really? Yeah. Teddy Graham?
I still will fuck up some Teddy Grahams and animal crackers.
Mm-hmm. You tried the animal crackers with the frosting on them?
I don't like those.
The other day, man, I got my eyes poked because I like animal crackers and I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Did you see they have the animal crackers that are they're Reese's peanut butter on one side and chocolate on the other? Mm-hmm. They suck, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I felt so ripped off because I thought it was like it's fucking best of both worlds.
There's the ones that they're pink and then there's some white, like they're different colors.
They got the sprinkles.
But the pink ones taste like Pepto-Bismol to me.
Really?
Yeah, they taste real medicine-y, but the white ones are good.
I don't eat nothing that's sweet that's pink because everything that's sweet that's pink, in my opinion, tastes like puke.
That's kind of what it does taste like Pepto-Bismol, like a medicine.
Like it tastes like puke to me.
They just don't have that flavor down yet.
I don't know. Everybody's like strawberry, blah, and if it's pink, fuck no.
What kind of snacks were you like when you're with this question? Like, what were you thinking?
So I didn't. You're gonna say like you're contradicting yourself. You said you took school lunch all the time. I didn't start taking school lunch until 7th grade, until Cavazos. Mm-hmm. So all in elementary, I ate school lunch. So my snacks that I'm thinking about were fucking that big ass tub of cheese balls.
Oh, I still buy those things, dude.
We just bought one of those the other day.
Love them shit.
Brooklyn.
Man, bro, fuck those cheese balls up. And then
top of your roots all fucking
all the microwave snacks like the Hot Pockets. My mom used to buy these cheeseburgers from Sam's that were microwavable. And then the taquitos. All that shit.
Did you ever get Swan's shit? Remember Swan's, the delivery?
I would see the truck all the time in the neighborhood, but I
thought that was like for rich people.
Because Jennifer freaking humble bragged. She said, we used to always get the Swan's delivery.
What is that? Like, I don't even know.
They would just deliver ice cream, like ground beef.
But is it like name brand stuff?
I don't know. But I need your fancy.
Because I see the trucks all the time, but I don't know what it is.
My neighbors growing up, my neighbors would get it, man. And I'm kind of a shithead. I'm a little shithead kid, bro, because my neighbor was a little bit younger than me, but we would play and stuff. And I'd be like, hey Vicente, will you give me one of those, what are they called? Like the drumsticks? Or what
the drumsticks.
Ay, wey, no.
What were they called? They called drumsticks, right?
Yeah.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
And because they would get them from the Swan's truck.
Shits are good, dude.
And he would be like, all right, he'd go get me one. And dude, I'm not used to having snacks like that, you know? And so I'd tear it up. Like,
was it Swan brand or was it
was the Swan
Nestle brand? Or
I don't remember. I just know
I
that.
was wondering if it was name brand or if it's like their brand.
I don't remember, man. But I know that I knew, I'm kind of a shitty guy.
Thanks,
I knew
Vicente.
that when I would be looking out the window, I would see the
Thanks,
freaking truck
Vicente.
pull up.
Go on.
That's all
The
I
truck
need you
would pull
for.
up like, hey, you want to hang out? What's
Can
up
we
with
be
them ice
friends?
creams?
Can we be friends now?
Thanks, Vicente. Go on.
guy.
Go play.
Yeah, I think
And
your
I would-
mom's calling you.
It's funny,
Your
dude.
mom's calling you.
I go, hey man, you think you can get me another one of them ice creams? Dude, I remember one time he went back and got me another
He's
one.
like, you already ate a 6-pack.
Yeah, I know, dude. And I go, hey, can I have one more? He goes, my mom said I can't have any more. I go, man, I'll be your best friend.
His mom comes outside. Who ate all the drumsticks? And Jonathan's got fucking chocolate.
I
vanilla
remember
on
it
his
to this
face.
day, bro. And
But you said you were a heavy kid, right?
I was a chubby kid,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, they used to call me cheeseburger, bro. My asshole cousins and my
shit.
sister. Now I think about it, they bullied me. They called me cheeseburger, bro.
Did y'all ever eat the bagel bites?
Oh,
I don't
These
like
shits are
fuck
good,
yeah.
dude.
Bagel
Yeah.
bites, like
Yeah,
with little pepperoni.
Yeah.
I'm team bagel bite like a motherfucker.
yeah.
I don't like the pizza rolls.
The pizza rolls are okay, but the bagel bites are fucking.
Yeah, that's
never had
another
them.
that's
I've never
another
had them.
Sam's
They're good.
snack that we bought because it was like a big ass box with like fucking 80 of them in it.
Yeah.
Bagel. I'm gonna try those now.
I bet in the air fryer they're fucking legit,
Ah,
dude.
damn, I didn't even
bet
think
they
about
are.
that.
That's what I said.
Y'all want to take a real quick
You
break?
already go eat real quick. Let's go get some zebra cake.
Take a break to go eat.
Y'all want to take a break?
We can take a break
All right,
real
let's take a break. Sucking down chili dogs.
You saw that?
With his butthole.
Look at that hungry butt. Volume
and,
2.
And we're back, man. So now that you said volume 2, I got another question. How much of a fucking finesse was Ballad CDs, bro?
Now,
Like now, how much of a finesse was that back then?
Oh yeah.
I liked a lot of them though, dude.
But you know, like you got two CDs, like what, 14 songs each, and that's pushing it. Probably like 12 songs each
Yeah.
for like $39.
Yeah. I was
bro.
say $40.
But
Yep.
people are buying them though, dude. People, I wanted to buy them. Sometimes.
People Bryson. Remember
What?
that shit?
No.
The fucking People Bryson or the fucking. You're talking about ballads like R&B ballads or what?
Any of them.
Like you
The
remember
Monster Ballads? Remember
the,
Monster Ballads?
the
Yeah, yeah.
infomercials late at night?
Yeah,
that
that's
had-
what I'm talking. There's a guy. His name's People Bryson. I just
Oh.
remember.
For real?
Yeah, because like I'd watch BET right and fall asleep to Comic View, and then I'd wake up and then
Yeah, right. You'd fall asleep to BET Uncut.
I wish I did, man. But I would wake up and those are the infomercials that be on like that.
What was his
Literally.
name?
Peebo Bryson.
Peebo Bryson? And who is this
I don't
guy?
remember that.
He's like an old school R&B singer.
Peebo
But
Bryson.
he would be on all these fucking CDs, and sometimes he'd be the host of the, hey, get this for whatever.
No, I've never heard
Yeah.
of that dude.
I'm sure if you heard his song, you would know. But
Really?
yeah, it's like shit they played on FM 99 back in the day.
That London fog. Hey, yeah, I've been thinking about you. There it is.
Badass.
Dude, it was a finesse, bro,
Yeah.
because you pay $9.99 a month on Spotify and you got the whole fucking
Oh, yeah.
catalog of
You
shit.
got all
world
People
of
Bryson
music.
songs.
The world of music. That's so true, dude. But I mean, some of those I wanted to buy some of them, but like I would never, like my parents would let me like use their credit card or anything to buy some.
Well,
stupid
believe me,
CDs.
I've wanted to buy
Yeah.
several of them, but fuck, I wasn't gonna fucking get finessed out of $40. bro.
All of them shits. And then they would do, remember the Now Music Volumes 1?
Oh,
Are they? When did they finally tap out on those? Are they still doing
I
that?
bet
Now
they
that's
still
what I
do.
call
Now
music.
Now that's what I call,
400.
that's what it is, yeah.
but I knew what you're talking about. Yeah.
Now that's what I call rock.
What was it? Like
They had one
probably
for-
like 99 when the first came out?
Now that's what I call pop.
It
or-
had to
they had one for
been
every genre.
Like
Late
98,
90s,
99
yeah.
when the first one came out?
Like,
Yeah.
what a good lick.
And everything
Like,
was,
they hit a lick though, right? The
Yeah,
person
and
that
everything
thought
was
about that?
censored. Like, if it had a Ludacris song on there, it was censored.
And
you
then
know?
do y'all remember the kids one?
The
Kids
Kids
Bop.
Bop.
Where it was all the pop songs, but like
Kids sang them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kids
Dude,
Bop,
those drive. I want to put a knife in my ears when I hear those dudes. I'm just like,
We talked about this
who
on our...
approved these? Who
Yeah.
approved?
We
Like,
talked about this on our show one time. There was a WAP kids version, but it was Wings and Pizza. was the WAP.
Like,
Are you serious?
I
They
want that
somehow
WAP.
managed to make
Wings
it
and pizza.
like kid friendly, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how they put dude. Those are they're sick with the pen. If you're able to make that
Fuck,
song
yeah.
clean,
That's dope, dude.
You know what I
I want to get that job.
let's find that'll be a thing. Let's find the like nastiest song and try to make a clean version
Hell
of
yeah.
it. I just
That'd
could
be
be
badass.
instrumental.
I remember all them shits. Where else can you get fucking just Justin Timberlake and Snoop Dogg on the same CD?
On the
you know
same
what I mean?
track, yeah.
How crazy is that?
Your
dude?
homeboy's burner CD.
Hell yeah.
Man.
But you know what? I think that killed it though, because once you could burn CDs, why the fuck do I need to order monster ballads or now that's what I call music?
Because,
Because you put your own
Because
shit.
our boy Seth was the first one to have a. I remember Greg had it too. Our boy Greg had it where you could burn CDs, but his was like a shittier version. Seth's was a lot easier. Like,
Yeah.
and not just that, we were always hanging out at Seth's house, and so he would get drunk and pass out, but we'd still be there partying at his house, making a bunch of burned CDs and stuff like that. Dude, we were always making CDs at his house.
I know Ariel had, I guess it was a burner, but I think I explained it to you. Like it wasn't like on a computer. It was like a separate
Yeah,
console.
I had actual
that's what
burners.
the first
And
one
it
I had
just-
was like that. It was
just recorded.
separate, yeah.
on a burnt CD.
Yeah, it was like a little box, right?
But you would dub the actual CD. That's all it was, right?
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
you couldn't make a playlist.
Yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was a big console, and it had like 2 disc drives.
See, mine was a little box, and you plugged it into the computer, and so the computer already had the CD-ROM.
Oh, no,
disc,
see, yeah.
that one, and then you just put the CD in here. But you're right, it burned because the
actual
first one
CD.
I ever did was a Big Timers.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was my first CD
Dude,
I ever burned.
we would give his freaking computer
dude.
herpes too, man, because we were always like having parties.
Yeah.
And so every weekend, Eric's like, "Hey, let's make a playlist, for this weekend."
A new one, and it'd be
Because
the
we're
same
supposed
songs
to be
in
at
a different
school. Now
order.
that I think about it, we're supposed to be when we're going to South Plains. We knew we were going to go party at Seth's house that weekend, so we'd put a list of songs together. We'd make like a, most of the time we try to squeeze in 18, 19 songs is usually the most amount of songs you can get in on a mix.
Because it would tell you your time. You're like, okay, I got 3 minutes left, and I got.
You
song,
go find one
yeah,
shitty song, just so you can get all.
But I'm
finish
telling
the
you,
CD.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, it was like usually all of our CDs were the same songs, just in a different order.
Dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I legit forgot about that because it showed you how much time you had left.
Yeah.
And then you're scrolling through a song that has
They're a 2-minute
almost
song.
the same
Yeah.
amount of
Or
time.
you'd have to go and like, get rid of one song so you could add another song with enough time.
And then you're right. Sometimes you just pick the shitty song just to end the.
Just because you wanted to get the full CD, but so stupid. Eric's adding City High.
Fuck yeah.
What's
What
that?
would you do? Son was all alone, crying on the floor because he's hungry.
You give him shit on your
Shit
podcast
jams,
for
bro.
that, but I did like that.
You like
jam.
that song?
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
I did like that jam too.
Dude, I found
And the only way to make money is
I was
to
cleaning
sleep
out
with
a-
a man.
I never listened to the lyrics.
No,
I just thought it bumped, and then like probably like a year later, I was like, "What the fuck kind of song is
See,
this?"
speaking of single moms, you were talking about single moms earlier. That's a single mom's anthem, bro.
But I found dude, I'm not even joking, bro. I've probably got at least 2,000-3,000 burned CDs
Oh, I
in
know.
a drawer, man.
I've got a shitload of them too.
And I was going through and I just grabbed a handful because in my truck I still have a CD player. So I just grabbed a handful of them and I was like, these are whack. Dude, I had so many
You're like,
whack.
I wasted my time on this shit.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
like, I think I just did it because I could.
One of the
just
big
find
songs that me and Ramos used to do is Nick Cannon and R. Kelly, I'm
Gigolo?
a Gigolo. That was our shit, dude. I don't know why. And
Hey,
it's a good
He
song,
had a
but
few good songs. I mean,
I'm
I'm gonna get some
damn,
hate
dude.
for it.
Like every CD was like
He had a
the Pied Piper of R&B.
I
was
remember
on there.
we were hanging out at our boy Patrick's house one time, and it was when that CD had first come out, and I had made a burn CD. He had like 3 slappers on that album. It was that Gigolo song, and then he had another one with the Yin Yang Twins. Do you remember?
that
Because
one,
Just Blaze, I was always on Just Blaze's nuts. So anything he did, I would.
I don't
download
remember
it.
that.
And I was like, and they were like, yeah, Nick Cannon, he's actually good. Even back then, he was a nerd. Bro. Like,
I only remember Gigolo, to be honest. I don't remember any of those ones.
yeah, I want to say it was like on You Got Served soundtrack, maybe,
Okay.
or something like that.
Have you seen Just Blaze old school polo collection?
That dude.
Fuck, bro.
I haven't seen that.
Well, there's like a a convention called the low end theory. Like I think, and it's something they would do.
Lindsay Low End Theory.
Hey,
That'd be badass if she
shout
was
out to her, man.
Lindsay Low End and the Low End Theory.
But because I remember Dallas Penn,
Yeah,
and them, like
DP.
they were real into like polo, and it was called the low end theory, and it was like a convention they would have in New York.
I miss
all the time.
DP, bro. I know I've told you this on the podcast before.
That dude, you know who that is? Dallas Penn.
No.
What he was just a personality, right?
He was kind of like an influencer, and then in the sneaker community, and then he was on the Combat Jack
show. Yeah,
show. What,
That
you
was
can
my
consider that a podcast, right?
Oh, dude, it was a radio show, but I listened to it in podcast
Yeah.
form. That was like my favorite. Like before podcast, or even
Yeah.
before Rogan, anybody, I would listen to the Combat Jack show.
So
That was
when
a badass podcast.
he has a badass like, polo collecting, like shirts
Just
or
Blaze.
what?
Just Blaze, yeah. Him,
Everything.
Everything polo.
it's like the bear. What is that called? It's
polo
a it's
bear?
Polo
a
bear, I
Polo
guess.
it's a line though.
Is
It's
it?
called something.
Oh, like he has Ralph Lauren or
And-
chaps or
and
shit
he has,
like
like,
that.
Old chap.
You remember that shit?
He has like the old collection of the
Chat.
bear. Like he has a bunch of
Yeah.
old.
There's
fly,
levels to it that I
badass
had no
shit.
idea. Like
Yeah.
then you have like the purple label. You know the purple
Yeah.
label.
What
Yeah.
was your shit when you were a kid? Like, what was your go-to, like, polo, guess?
I've always liked polo. That's still my shit. Like if I have to dress up for any occasion, I'm probably just gonna wear a polo.
I was a big Tommy Hilfiger. That was
Really?
what my shit was.
So
Polo F that hill figure.
So I brought it up early on the podcast, the polo cologne, the green cologne. You remember that?
Yeah.
With the
That was
gold
a-
polo.
That was like an old man cologne, though,
Dude,
right?
Dude, that's the one I was talking about. I messed
Dude.
up my brother-in-law. I messed up Matt
dad,
Genius. He had
that's-
a Oakland A's
Yeah.
Letterman jacket, and I didn't have he had the actual polo cologne, but it came in like a gift set. So he let me have the aftershave. So I would rub the aftershave all over the jacket. I messed up his jacket. Dude. I was rubbing it. It's all greasy.
All streaks and shit.
Yeah.
I think it was, to me, it was an old man because that's what my dad wore. He always had that
Okay.
green bottle with the gold
With
lid.
the gold lid, yeah.
I was like, damn. And I always thought, I was like, man, I bet he spent like $100 on that. I always thought that was expensive cologne.
Oh, it is.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
it
I was
is.
like, damn. Like, as a kid, I was like,
Well, that's what
That's
I was
the
about to
shit.
say. That I'd get finessed out of my allowance from that motherfucker because I'd go to that. I think it was called Scents and Lotions in the
can't do
mall
this shit anymore.
when we were kids,
tried.
Try.
and they would sell the dupe of that cologne, and it lasted like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
man. But I always wanted to. My go-to as a kid was polo.
Polo.
You know what a
clothes-wise?
good,
Polo.
You know what a good little, I guess, hack when I was a kid, what it was for colognes? Because I was in love with, I had a good cologne collection too. I'd go to Drug Emporium and they would sell the shit out of,
Yeah.
They were
To this day,
name
you can find-
brand.
yeah, you can find.
But you get, because I wore Tommy Hilfiger cologne, and you could get a bottle at Drug Emporium for like $30-$40 less than what you would at Dillard's. You know?
Have you gone lately to do that?
No.
They're like $20 off.
Are they?
It's not that much of a discount
Really?
anymore. Yeah.
Drug Emporium got smart to the game too.
Yeah.
Everybody, dude. Like everybody, you
Yeah.
just got to start charging. Like, dude, believe it or not, I'll go when we go to like Ross or what's the other store? Like there's Ross,
Burlington.
yeah. I'll go and dig through their colognes. I'll find some good colognes. There's a Mont Blanc cologne. Like it was like my favorite cologne. I
The
couldn't
black
find it.
one?
Nah,
Or the white one?
The bottle actually looked like a flask. I want to say it's not Legend, but anyway, it's a Mont Blanc cologne. And it smells really good, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I ended up
Was
finding
it-
it at freaking Ross.
Was
one
it
time
like
for $20?
it's like a bluish green color? I have some of that too.
Yeah, that's
I broke
a badass
I
cologne.
broke the spray thing on there, so I have to twist off the top every time and
You got
with my finger.
old fashioned
finger and
But yeah,
Dap it on.
the bottle looks like an actual flask, and I found it at freaking Ross. For
it's got
like
a silver
$20.
top on it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I found that Euphoria for men because I haven't seen that anywhere, and I found it at Ross for like $20.
That cologne you were talking about that other day, I think it was when I was on your episode.
Yeah, we were talking about colognes.
It started popping up all over the place, dude.
No
I know
shit.
exactly
Told
which
you.
one you're talking about now. It's made by Creed, but now I can't remember the name of it. But
Adventus.
yeah,
I had a cologne. I still have it.
And on the podcast I said Evictus, but it's Adventus. I
yeah,
got it
it's
all
popped
fucked
up on my feed.
I have a cologne Andrea always gets in her feelings about whenever I wear it because I still have it from high school and a girlfriend in high school gave it to me.
You still got
Yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah,
a polo.
It's a love memento.
Ralph Lauren. It's like a white, clear color. Fuck, Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren Skeet. How come nobody's made a cologne called that?
How long have
Put some
you
of that Skeet
been
on.
married?
Almost 20 years. 19
probably
this
a
year.
powder.
That fucking
It's a
cologne
powder
is
by
that
now.
old, bro?
Dude, I was a senior in high school, so 99. She gave it to me for Christmas '99.
You haven't finished the bottle in that long?
No, because
She won't let him wear it.
no, because we don't ever go anywhere, and like at
I
work,
know, bro, but
I don't wear
20
it.
something years.
And I'm talking. It's almost a full bottle.
It's a powder now, dude.
No,
powder.
it still works because I'll spray it and it smells good, but she can smell it in the air and she's like,
Every now and then you want to
yeah,
piss
that
her off.
bitch is, yeah, you got that bitch's scent. I'm like, fuck, Andrea.
Do y'all
dude.
remember
That bitch is
the Avon colognes?
Mm-hmm.
The black suede, and then the one with that
Black suede.
wild country,
Racist.
wild country,
Oh.
Put up.
and then the glass car.
Dude, so my grandma, my dad's parents, they would sell stuff at the flea market right there on Clovis, and she would always save me those colognes. They're like little cars
Yeah,
or trains, and they smelled awful.
They were
man.
horrible,
but
dude.
I always had them, dude. I always had them. Like she would save them for me, you know. and
Yeah. Did
I
you ever
had-
wear cool water?
I still have cool water to
Yeah.
this day. Cool water still
Cool
goes
water.
hard.
Zach had some the other day, and I was like, "Where'd you get
If
that
they could
from?"
rebrand it, because Cool Water, it's known for being an old cologne. If they could just rebrand it, it would still pop off.
Or
'Cause
Dracar Noir.
I've never got into Dracar.
I never
I
did
got
either.
Cool
some-
Water's legit though.
The
dude.
Dracar. I had a little bottle because I think one of my aunts got it for me for Christmas or something. But I had that Ralph Lauren Romance. I think is what that other one was called. And
The one that girl got you?
yeah, that bitch is sent. What else did I have?
That whore.
Yeah, that hooer. I wore Tommy all the time.
But to answer your
Pause.
question, so like in elementary, it was polo.
Yeah.
Of course, I couldn't
Girbo.
afford it, but either a hand me down or something. I fucking loved polo, but then when Tommy came out, dude,
What about Gerbo? Did you ever wear Gerbo?
fuck, bro, I went to Miller's Outpost.
Miller's out.
Yeah.
And I
dude.
got like
I remember
I
that
got all the fucking loudest colored Jabos.
Just pull out with some yellow.
for, like-
Oh shit!
Yeah,
The yellow and white
so I
stripes.
had,
Mustard
I had a
colored.
purple pair of Jabos.
Oh, shit.
I had
God
an
damn.
orange pair of Jabos, and bro, I rocked them like they were the shit.
He
Bro.
looked like he was
Yeah.
in a freaking BVD video in the background.
What was that?
Oh, shit. Oh, ain't you Teletubby?
Cross colors.
Cross colors.
Yeah.
Dude, I like
Hypercolors.
cross colors.
Remember
Yeah.
Hypercolors? That's where
They
the
sold them
shirts
at
turn
Anthony's.
colors.
You could breathe on them
Oh,
and it would
shit.
change colors.
And it'd be blue and turn pink on little. You have lips where you
And
breathe
that's
it
why
all
we all
on.
have cancer right now. and
I
shit.
know.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
putting that stuff on our clothes. Dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
I had
remember. Okay. Oh,
No, I was gonna say I had 2 pairs of Jabos, man, and I probably wore them twice a week, dude. Like
Yeah, I
alternate 'em
fucking
out.
rocked the shit
all my
out of
shit
them.
was hand me downs from my older cousins. You
Uh-huh.
know, they would get like new stuff for school, so they'd give me their hand me downs. So I'd get my new clothes, and then I'd get their stuff. You know,
And you always tucked your shirt in so people could see the little,
Hell yeah,
the little
see the-
label,
on
the
your-
little tag.
And then
crutch.
I rocked the fuck out of Pepe.
Remember
Yeah.
that? You get them at the Renegade, and then they had them at the Bogle.
or Buffalo jeans.
Buffalo was good, but
Yeah.
Pepe had some good shit.
The
dude.
Renegade was where
There's a Wells Fargo.
Wells
bank
Fargo
there.
is
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Guess jeans. I didn't wear Guess too much.
Did you ever hear that if it had the red triangle on the back, they were for women?
No.
Because I remember all the guys ones were supposed to have the green triangle on the back, the Guess triangle. Did you ever hear that, or was it
I always
wise tale?
I always was like, if you knew there were women's, if they had like the button fly, but the buttons were on the opposite
on the
side.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Because women are stupid and can't button on their.
God damn, That's Eric, everybody.
K-Swiss, Guess. Those are 2 brands I never fucked with.
Dude,
that
K-Swiss.
everyone else fucked
Did you
with.
hear that? I told that story when I messed up my K-Swiss and I was running after
Yeah.
a girl and I tripped at the Rincon.
Yeah.
Dude, I got freaking suited and booted, man.
You're like, bitch, I fell for you.
I mean, literally.
Literally.
And she laughed at me, man. She laughed at me and drove off. I was like, it had rocks in my palms. My K-Swiss, I had the canvas K-Swiss and it was like a zip up Tommy
Yeah.
shirt. It was like, I was dressed to the nines, bro.
Dude,
And
my you said like chasing after a chick. My boy Renee, he chased after this chick, and she was okay. So my boy Renee is pretty big stocky dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea if it was the alcohol talking or if it was just his strike 3 or what, but like he chased after this real 2x4 chick, man. And she was this black chick at
2x4.
Hacksaw Jeanette
Rincon,
Duggan.
bro. We were like, what the fuck is Renee doing?
Oh.
Yeah, and then I don't know. When nothing ever became of it that night, right? Well, then I like 3 weeks later, he left. That was back then when you can plug in the camcorder to the TV or
Oh,
the
yeah.
VCR
Yeah,
and play
yeah.
it off the camcorder. I have no idea why he left it there because he was roommates with my boy Georgie, and I guess Georgie just decided to play it, and it was a fucking sex video of him and that chick.
Oh hell!
God dang, dude.
Y'all want to see something?
Well, he didn't show it. You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness,
It was
dude.
still plugged in, and my boy Georgie played it, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
God dang!
The other guy's like, he looks familiar.
I've seen that butt somewhere. I thought his ass looked
I can't
like.
place his face.
Dude, what's the corniest thing you've ever done for a girl?
So check this out, man. I've never told anyone this story.
Uh-oh. Breaking news.
So,
I'm hoping it's stupider than the shit that I've done because I've done some corny stuff in my day.
you know, I really liked this girl, dude. Like, I really did. And it was like probably the first real attraction that I had for a chick at like right out of high school. You know, after high school. Because you don't see this person every day, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Easter is coming. Well, my ass goes and fucking like makes her an Easter basket. So I went to like Target and got the basket and got the fake ass grass and
This was right out of high school.
yeah, like probably like yeah, this was right out of high school, fuckers. And so
What made her an Easter basket?
So we went on a fucking date that night, and after I made her that fucking Easter basket, and I fucking gave it to her, bro. And
Did you put fucking Easter bunny ears on too?
You got the peeps,
bro,
You throw in the peeps.
you can legit tell by her face that she was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Dude, I remember my boy.
And then you could have played.
Oh,
you
shit.
could have just fucking played womp womp.
Bump, 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 and bump.
Dude, that's pretty bad. That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
dude.
I remember our boy David bought this girl a rabbit, and she's like, "What am I gonna do with this?"
Oh, yeah.
It was right around.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
He bought her a full
hilarious.
blown rabbit. She's like, come here, do this rabbit, man.
I don't know if I've ever.
But I thought I was on my Playboy shit.
Yeah.
And no,
Oh, dude.
I swung and missed.
I'm
that
laughing at you,
motherfucker.
but I've done some.
Hey, because you're a Playboy rabbit, don't mean you can give her Easter
I've
basket.
done some bitch ass shit in my day too. I'm gonna let Eric go. I know, because dude, you're a
I mean,
romantic.
I
Like
would do
you're the
shit-
R&B.
I would do
horse.
shit. Well, I've told this story on our show too, where like I tried to rent a room for Andrea, and she didn't have give me no play. I mean, shit like that, but like write songs, whatever
You
songs.
wrote songs.
Yeah, but I was more of
But
a
your
like.
songs are all nasty and dirty.
Yeah, but I'm more of a like lie to a girl to do shit. Like I told
Goddamn
that
scumbag.
girl I had cancer one time, so she would date me.
Total scumbag.
Yeah,
Dude, Eric
I'm
is
on
a
that
real
kind of
life
shit.
Eric
And you're
Carter,
laughing
bro.
at me for a fucking Easter
He-
basket. I didn't tell the bitch I was dying.
I told her I had
He shows up with
cancer.
patchy hair, just
No,
trying to go on a
no.
date.
Well, okay, I take that back. I didn't tell her I had cancer. I said there was a possibility that I had cancer. I had to keep going to the doctor, and then because she worked at it, like she would go and help cancer patients. And
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm like, well, you
Eric got
perfect,
your
ding, ding,
in.
ding, right?
Yeah.
People got that
Fucking-
stolen valor.
And then whenever I told her that I didn't have cancer, I was like, "Oh, it's all good. I'm good." And she's like, "Okay, cool.
Check you later.
Yeah, see you later, buddy."
I thought
Fuck
for
me,
sure you
dude.
had some bitch ass shit, man, that you've done.
Not really, dude. I mean,
I've got a list of stuff that I've done, bro. Okay, so one time we were out drinking one night, and there's this girl like I'll tell you who it is after we because you know who she is.
rap.
She liked me in junior high, but she was I think 2 years older than me, and she always liked me in junior high, but she always had a boyfriend. I always had a girlfriend. It just never worked out, right?
Yeah.
And then same thing in high school. Like I kind of knew she liked me, and it just never worked out. So like fast forward a few years, we're out of high school and college or whatever, and we're kind of talking a little bit. Like, you know, we'd see each other at the clubs or whatever. And I remember I'm drinking one night, and I'm like pretty drunk, and I tell my boy Greg, I go, "Hey man, go with me to the store real quick." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Come on." So we remember Kmart used to be open like 24 hours.
Yo, yeah.
And so we go to the store, and I buy some roses, dude. I buy some roses. I buy a dozen of roses, and I write a note.
You spin a grip on it.
Yeah, well, they're Kmart roses, so I
But
mean,
still,
I mean, they're
Kmart
Kmart roses. So,
He pulled them out of the potted plants in the
and
garden
I wrote
area.
her a note on a napkin, you know, some corny crap, man, and I went and put them on her doorstep at her apartment. You know, rang the doorbell, ran off like a bitch, you know, and I'm sitting there like, oh man, you know, I'm waiting on that phone call. Like tomorrow, she's gonna let me know how sweet it was, this and that. I don't hear from her, and I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy, right? Well, then my boy says like, hey man, I was banging her. tapping her that night when I go and leave roses, and he goes, "Hey, my bad, bro." Like,
No wonder you didn't hear from her.
Allegedly. But and they ended up dating after that. I'm like, man, what the hell, man? I should have invoiced her. Like, you know how much I spent on those Kmart roses?
Every time you were around, they fucking twist that knife
Man,
more in your heart. Yeah.
The thing that I get from that is how tight was Greg? Like what side did he choose? Did he make fun of you?
We all made fun of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it
was well deserved, bro. It was well deserved, man. And to this day, we called Seth the closer.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
He's a Mariano Rivera of the core four.
Am I tripping, or was there a time that you made some cookies or something for a girl? Or
it sounds like
or
some shit I would do, but I can't remember.
Tripping. I thought maybe you had made some cookies. Maybe it was somebody else, but
everybody does stupid stuff for girls, man. But yeah, man, he was in there the whole time. Like, what? Like, it's something you would see on a movie. Like, I'm looking through the window, and he's there in his freaking tidy whities with this little girl. I'm there holding the roses. But I'm like, I bet you they made fun of me, dude. I bet because she's got roommates, you know. I bet they're like, look at this dude over how corny he is, you know. Meanwhile, it says balls deep. I mean. So yeah, I've done some corny stuff.
That's like the grossest like description. He's balls deep. Like,
I mean,
but it's funny as shit.
He was.
But
I might have to edit his name out just in case.
Did he pick up the flowers and read the note?
Yeah, like they knew about it.
No,
like,
I know, but
yeah.
Did he like?
She did.
He did. He picked them up and crumpled the note up and said, "Look, I got you flowers."
You know what would have been funny, dude? Because I don't even know if camera phones were a thing back then. It would have been badass though if he took a picture just holding the flowers, butt ass naked, holding the flowers. Like, hey, I got your flowers.
Stuck him in his chonies.
But we're boys. Like, we're not like.
I mean,
to his credit, he didn't know that me and her were kind of talking because I don't think he would have like went for it.
Oh yeah.
But these hoes ain't loyal, bro. These hoes ain't loyal. I'll give him the benefit of that. I don't think he knew, you know. Yeah. But so he's the closer. I know I've done some other stuff like that.
Send in the righty.
Bring in the
Rivera, send in Mariano,
and then they queue up Inner Sandman.
I think he told me to still second.
It's Vaughn. It's Ricky Vaughn.
Oh man, but that's like it was so embarrassing, dude. I couldn't believe that happened.
And
they ended up dating, dude. They ended up dating for a little while after that, man.
Dude, we all do dumb shit for fucking chicks, man.
I'd go to his apartment, like we'd go to hang out, and they'd be over there sitting on the couch. I'm like, man, you trifling.
Like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, like man.
I did shit like I would be nice. Like there was one time when Andrea was like trying to be like cook for me at her mom's house, right? And she made like I don't remember what it was, but I remember she made macaroni and cheese, but I don't remember what else.
Fancy with it.
It was Kraft. But
it was Kraft.
You know what? It may not. I think it was probably
Velveeta.
Sure Fine. Great value, whatever.
They named it after.
But anyways, I take a bite and I'm like, this shit don't taste right. Like, and so I'm like, this is good.
Did you power through it?
Yeah. Well, what happened was instead of putting salt and pepper in there, she put pepper and sugar.
Oh,
so she put.
damn.
So it was like.
She's trying to give you diabetes.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, but like I ate it, you know. But like shit like that, I would do. But that's Andrea. So
yeah, I think we've all done corny stuff for girls at some point.
My most shitty fucking horrible meal that I would ever choose to eat ever is meatloaf.
I don't see why people like meatloaf, man.
And
it's not my thing.
This chick invited me to go meet her parents for dinner, and they fucking made meatloaf.
And you power through it too?
And I was just like, how the fuck am I going to do
Were you scraping
this?
all the ketchup off the top?
Like, oh, man, I remember just like kind of squishing it together and just eating little bites.
Think of it like a hamburger. I don't mind meatloaf. It's all right. I have to be in the mood for it. Like, I'm not going to go to a restaurant and order fucking meatloaf.
And then I blew up that fucking recliner
Did you really,
that I was
dude?
sitting in. Yeah, man. Her mom seasoned that meatloaf with fart powder, bro.
Yeah.
I was just
they created this monster.
After the meal, we watched a movie. I'm just blowing up that cushion like a motherfucker, bro.
Dude, I remember one time.
Did they play meatloaf while y'all were eating meatloaf?
I would do anything for love.
Except eat this.
Dude, I remember I was dating this girl, and she lived with her parents, and so she's like, hey, let's go rent a movie, and we'll go back and watch it at my parents' house. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And we rented that Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Movie, right?
Yes.
It was so embarrassing, dude, because we're sitting there watching it, And at the end of the movie, her dad goes, "What kind of fucking bullshit is this movie? Who picked this out?" And I go, like I was like, you didn't like it? He goes, "This is stupid." He goes, "I'll never get this time back. I'll never get these 2 hours of my life back." And I was
God
like,
damn.
How do you really
think it was
feel,
that bad
dude?
of a movie?
I thought it was good, man.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But also, why would you?
He probably knew you picked it. He just wanted to give you
think
shit.
so.
Yeah,
dude.
but like, calm down,
Hey,
bro.
be nice.
Yeah,
He was one of them type of dudes though. Like,
Go stick a thumb up your ass, bro.
I was just like, all right, man.
Tell
I was
your
like,
wife to take care of you, so that way your daughter can take care of me.
And to bring it back to my story, I wish I never met that fucking mom. Gosh, she was
the one with the
Meatloaf
meatloaf.
the worst fucking mother you
The
could
meatloaf
possibly fucking be. I dated that girl and her mom. That's how
She was always
how
there?
much of a
That's a-
tremetida
that's a-
she was.
I was gonna say that's kind of how the porns that I like to watch start off. Mom and daughter.
With meatloaf.
your mom,
That too.
your mom and me.
Meatloaf
Part
lovers,
three.
volume
Anything about
2.
those
Part 4.
Porns you've seen that you're like, oh, I banged my stepbrother. You know, like get the fuck out
What
of
is
here.
it about those, man? Like, because I know, like at the beginning of the year, like Fighter and the Kid, I listen to that podcast, and they'll always do like, I guess like maybe what's the YouPorn? They'll release like their highly like the most searched category, or whatever, and it's always stuff like that. Depending on state, like each state will have whatever their most searched category was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are people into that stuff? Like stepbrother porn or stepsister stuff like that.
I mean, they obviously are not brother and sister. You know what I mean? But
It's just weird to me that
Yeah.
it's a thing.
It's funny because
fetish, I
they're
guess.
they're both like in their 30s and they're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna tell mom.
All they
You
do
better
is
not
walk in
let
with
Dad
glasses.
find out
They have
about
a black glass
this.
with a tape in the middle. Makes them look young.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's weird. There's weird stuff out there. I'm trying to think what it was that came up the other day.
Do y'all get into VR porn?
Is it a thing
I've
now?
never.
Is it a thing now?
I don't.
I didn't even know about VR porn,
Me either.
and then I guess when the Oculus first came out, my coworker was telling me that on Pornhub
Mhm.
there's a search that you can
Straight. Just
for
that.
it, yeah, for your VR.
really.
Yeah.
See, I
Do
don't.
you have an Oculus?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I haven't watched porn like in a long time, dude. So I couldn't even tell you. But that's weird. I mean, but that's where it's gonna go, right? That's.
But
it's
I've
gotta
seen
go
those
that.
TikToks where it's obviously you could tell it's a sketch or a skit.
But they got
But they're
the goggles
watching
on
those
and-
that Oculus and they're like watching porn, acting like they're.
That's dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
That's
No.
pretty dangerous. Because what if it finally gets that good? People aren't gonna want to have sex anymore. Because think
Dude,
about
I
it,
think
like
we're already there.
think it's
'cause
already
don't they
there?
got sex dolls.
I mean, 'cause think nobody's gonna want to do it because you
But
can.
a sex doll is like you've got to. It's a lot of moving parts. Like VR, you throw it on, you're done like that. You know what I mean? Like
I guess you're right.
it's just
Yeah.
not. It's not as.
There's no cleanup.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still in your sock.
Yeah. Yeah. Cleaning
It's
it
still
up.
in your fucking
Yeah,
sock.
it's leaking right out. dude.
But nobody's gonna want to like procreate anymore, dude. It's just all gonna be like you can pick the hottest girl of your dreams in virtual reality, and you don't have to deal with the headache that
It's
comes
funny
along
you
with
say
being in a
that
relationship.
because it's like
It's all by design.
you know
I
how
agree.
have you ever heard like how people say, oh, we're going back in like back to the Stone Age or back to the whatever ages. It's the same thing like what you said about the VR. Like nobody wants to procreate. Like nobody's gonna want to have sex only for procreation. Like that's how it was back in
Back
the day,
then,
right? It
yeah.
was like not like it's still technology based, but you're going backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
I think it's like you said. It might be all done by design.
Yeah. The way I see it, man, these kids can't talk to each other, period.
Nope.
Much less talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Like, they'll text each other like a motherfucker, but you put them in the same room and they will not talk to each other.
Dude, we talked about this before too. Like we'll go to dinner with my family and everybody's on their phone and I'm just like, I say, put your fucking phones up. Like put your phones up. Let's talk about your day. And then they'll sit there like I fucking killed their mood. Like they don't want to talk to me. I'm like,
Keeping it
Fuck
on that
off.
note, do your kids hang out with their cousins at all?
sometimes they don't really have a lot of cousins here. Everybody's off.
But when they do they even communicate?
They do, but through the phone, through the text. They'll be sitting literally like how we are right now, and they'll be texting each other.
Yeah, because like when my son was growing up, you'd fucking take him to like, where other kids were going to be around, whether it be his family or
Yeah.
not. They wouldn't talk to each
Yeah.
other. Like, It's fucking weird
Yeah.
as shit, man.
Yeah, I'll be around my family now, and like nobody has their phone out. It's like me and my older cousins will be talking
Yeah.
and chilling, laughing
When
our
I was a
asses
kid, I
off.
could not wait to go
Yeah.
hang out with my cousins,
Yep.
dude. Like,
Same.
yeah,
Yeah.
some weird shit, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Maybe it is by design, but like I said, they can't even talk to each other, much less, I guess, try to fuck around with each other.
Yeah.
and have sex. Like for real.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just funny, but because you're right, dude. I mean, can you imagine like trying to hit on a girl through text message? Like, I wouldn't know what the fuck to say, you know? Because a lot of my shit is like my personality.
Yeah.
I don't want to be funny to
Yeah.
talk to somebody or
You're
whatever.
like, I'm dying.
Yeah. I have colon cancer. Lick it out.
You gotta get to the bottom of
Yeah,
it.
like a Tootsie Pop.
Get it to the bottom.
It was like one of those owls from
Dude,
the
you said
commercial.
Tootsie Pop?
Yeah.
What was that whole thing of the Indian on that rapper? You remember
Indian.
that?
I don't remember an Indian. I remember
It was
the
like
star.
a shooting star.
There was a
Indian
star.
shooting the star.
Yeah, you get free. You could take it into the store if you had a star on there and get a free, another free candy, right?
I'd never
It was urban legend, right? I never did
Okay.
it, but I always heard that.
yeah, because I seen. Oh shit! Welcome to the podcast. So Ramos, real quick, the Tootsie Roll Pop. You remember that fucking Indian?
Yeah,
the rapper.
if you have one of those,
what
you
the
get a
fuck
free
was
one.
that for?
Lies.
That's what I just said. It was you get a free candy.
That's what they used to say. But then you take it to the store, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here."
So yeah, okay, so
They don't work.
It was fake.
I always heard that too.
I always heard. I never did it. But
you,
I always
you,
heard.
you cash it in for another lollipop, or trade it in.
Yeah,
It's lies.
Rumbles had one in his mouth and in his butt.
How many licks does it take? Hey, dude, I went out to let them in. There's a pit bull walking around the hallways.
Oh, shit!
He's walking around going,
inside. He said, hey, "Dale,
Dale."
he said he knew his rent was gonna be late about a week ago.
He's walking around saying, "Uno, dos, tres." Yeah,
Hey, Mr. 305.
There's a freaking pit bull walking around our hallways, dude.
God
It's
dang.
weird.
You text me Dale, right? And I was like, Dale.
Dale. I thought about that because I didn't put
It
the
took
little.
it took a few seconds, and I was like,
what the
oh,
hell is he
Dale.
talking about Dale.
His favorite commercial is Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale. I thought about that too when I sent it to you, but I got an old
Oh,
phone.
shit.
I guess I can't go back and correct my shit. I was like, well, "You get it, bro." I
Yeah.
meant Dale.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
That's badass.
Fuck, man. I guess we're gonna wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, wrap it up.
You have any shout outs, bro?
Nah, man. Just check out everybody on the Generic Media Network.
The network.
The network. We got some good shows, man. So y'all just check us all out.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Faith in Sports is the new one.
Yeah.
And they're not on a consistent day, right? It's just whenever
They drop on Mondays.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Oh,
Monday.
really?
Yeah.
Because I've noticed a couple of
Tuesdays. They
times.
drop
You're
on
right.
Tuesdays.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's
Tuesdays.
I've noticed a couple of times they've like dropped a couple episodes a week, and
I think those just the first ones did that just to get them out. But yeah, they do. You're right.
Yeah, they're
Tuesdays.
only about 5 or 6 deep. So, but it's Tuesday mornings
okay.
or during the day. Let's not say mornings. Let's say during the day.
at some point
And
on
they,
a Tuesday.
you're saying 6 episodes deep, right? And they've
5 or
already
6,
they've
right?
already got like the women's tech basketball coach, and they've already had a couple tech players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They get after it.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
week they had a couple of. They had the receiver Xavier White and his brother Devin, and then this week they had some Lubbock High baseball players on there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're getting it, man.
They're doing the damn thing.
Working on a motherfucking scholarship.
That's right.
Badass.
You got any shout outs, bro?
Nah, man. Not at all. Everybody
Well,
can eat
thanks for
shit.
that.
I'll just play.
Thanks for adding that shit. Thanks for adding that info.
Nah, no.
You're a valued. piece
Shout
of
out
the
to
podcast.
Patriot Paint.
Fuck
Digging a burrito.
Digging
Yeah,
a
yeah.
burrito, man.
DJ Keeps.
Keepo.
Keepo in the mix.
DJ Keeps.
Sorry, Angela.
Bono.
Eric can't wait to do that impression.
That's my favorite one, dude. He used to be the boxer. I love fucking
You need to order
Tony
a pizza.
Danza.
You need to order a pizza like
Yeah.
that next time.
Hey, let me get a pepperoni and the anchovies.
He had a whole fucking heart on during that whole taping.
I
of that
love that
commercial.
shit, dude.
He did. He loves that shit.
Don't worry about it. Either what do you?
Well, yeah, man. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out my mama. Shout out my wife. Shout out my auntie Gloria. My sister. My niece. Thank y'all.
My Uncle Charles, y'all.
Yeah. And you just gonna bone
Uncle
thugs
Charles.
in church. You're gonna bone thugs in church. But all right, man. Fuck until next time. Read some books. Oh hey, didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Keepo. DJ Keepo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going, and hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Keepo 806. Once again, that's DJ KEEPO 806. Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199. Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit.